When Minister Yngvar was returning home after an official visit to the kingdom of Svealand, he encountered a poor woodcutter on the road. He asked his driver to stop the carriage and got down to greet the humble man. "Who are you?" "I am Jorund, also known as Father Stone." The minister was greatly surprised by his response, as he knew Jorund had a reputation for being a very learned man. "But what has happened to you? Why are you here?" Father Stone humbly replied, "I am a slave to a wealthy family. They have sent me to cut wood. Since it is a long journey, I rest twice along the way." The minister's astonishment could not have been greater. "But how is it possible that you have become a slave given your education? How long have you been in this misfortune and why?" The scholar replied, "My family was starving. I couldn't support them with my knowledge. 3 years ago, I had no choice but to enter the servitude of a wealthy family." The minister felt compassion for the unfortunate scholar. "Can your freedom be bought from your owner?" "Yes, sir. A horse is worth more than a slave." The minister untied one of the horses and took it to the house where the poor man was serving as a slave. With that, he secured Father Stone's freedom. He offered him a job at the ministry with a monthly salary. They continued their journey and arrived together at the minister's residence. The minister got off the carriage and entered his house without acknowledging Father Stone. The newly freed slave offered to leave. When the minister found out, he came out and said, "I didn't know you, but I offered you freedom and work. Is that not enough for you? I don't understand why you are leaving me." Father Stone felt even more offended. "I can endure mistreatment from someone who doesn't know me. But if the disdain comes from someone who knows my abilities, I could never endure it. It is true that I have been a slave for 3 years, but I don't give it much importance. However, you know my worth, which is why you secured my freedom. I don't believe that the favor you have done for me gives you any reason to despise me. I realized that when we got into the carriage, you didn't invite me to a seat. I wasn't offended because I thought it might have been a casual oversight. But when we arrived at your home and you still didn't acknowledge me, that was disdain. Since I am despised both here and there, it is better to go back and remain a slave." Hearing his arguments, the minister realized his arrogance. He sincerely apologized. "I am very sorry. Before, I only knew you by appearance, but now I know your feelings. I appreciate you more than ever. Stay with me. Grant me an opportunity to correct my mistakes." Father Stone decided to stay. The minister ordered a comfortable room to be prepared for him and invited him to dinner. He placed him in the most honored seat at the table and served him wine. However, Father Stone was still not satisfied. "I do not appreciate your ritual of courtesy. Respect must be natural and spontaneous. I will feel constrained if you always treat me this way." From then on, Father Stone became a frank, loyal, and extremely honest advisor to the minister. Moral of the story: true respect comes from genuine, natural appreciation, not from ritualistic gestures. Understanding and valuing someone's abilities and feelings can transform relationships and bring out the best in people.